This video has been a long time coming on the channel and comes to you from the dedication of one Wolfsburg fan who's been asking for it for I think about a year now. So today is your day, my man. This club was founded in 1945, just a couple months after the end of the Second World War, and it was founded in the city of Wolfsburg, which was founded itself only about 7 years earlier. It was a company town for Volkswagen. They are renowned for making the Volkswagen Beetle since their time in the city. The Wölfe, or the Wolves, themselves wear a green kit. As you can see here, this is their 2019-20 kit. They're also known as the Weißgrünen, or the white and greens, based off of their color scheme. The green is predominant here. You can also see within their badge, that white scheme, that color is there. They're one of 5 different teams in Germany that have won the title this century, that being their only one back in 2009, and that's a year to remember because we're going to talk about a couple of the key players from that season when we get there a little bit later in the video. Really like this kit, especially because of the X design you have down the middle here, as well as the kind of chevron-esque style in the light green, going over the dark green, which makes for a pretty slick look. You can see right in the middle, the Volkswagen logo as their sponsor, which goes deeper for this club, seeing as they're still owned by Volkswagen, founded as a company team for that company. To go along with their one Bundesliga title back in 2009, they've also won the DFB Pokal, that being the cup competition in Germany, as well as the following Super Cup, both in 2015. 2 important things for you is that while they were founded back in 1945, they only made it to the highest house of German football, that being the Bundesliga, in 1997, where they've remained ever since. The second being, back to that 2009 successful season where they won the title, they also have the distinction of being the only Bundesliga club ever to have 2 different 20-plus goal scorers in their side at the same time. And that's where we can hop into former players, with those 2 men scoring 20-plus goals, starting with Dzeko, the Bosnian Diamond, who, if you're a fan of English football, will probably recognize him from his time at Manchester City. During that 2009 season, he knocked in 26 goals and followed that up with 22 more for Wolfsburg the following season. Second man to talk about there is the 28-goal scorer from that season, that being Graffiti, who is a fantastic goal scorer in his own right as well. All of this incredible goal scoring being supported by their attacking midfielder sitting behind them, and say it with me because he's another Bosnian, Zvezdan Mizimovic, who banged in 20 assists that season, which was a record in the Bundesliga at the time. It was matched also by a Wolfsburg player in 2015, that being Kevin De Bruyne before his time at Manchester City, as well as surpassed by Thomas Müller in 2020. Into their current squad, it's going through a little bit of an evolution at the moment this summer, seeing as they missed out on European football by just 1 point last year. They want to keep the momentum going in the Bundesliga and try and get back into European spots again this coming season. They're looking to solidify in midfield, I think, with a couple more players. They need to make sure that they have a consistent striker with Felix Nemecha going to Borussia Dortmund, but his brother, Lukas Nemecha, sticking around. He was hurt a lot last season. He hasn't really come up to the amount of goals he was scoring for Anderlecht before moving to Wolfsburg. Jonas Wind stuck in there as well, and they really need to have somebody that complements him, and I think Nemecha can be that guy. He just needs to be a little more consistent. As far as the back of the pitch, they have Maxence Lacroix. He's a very good defender. He's up and coming at the age of 23. His partner is probably about to move just over to Tottenham Hotspur, that being Mickey van de Veen. That's going to be a big miss, seeing he's a fantastic defender and a left-footed defender, which is a more difficult position to find in football. The last man to mention who's part of their midfield is Patrick Wimmer. He's their best creator in the squad. He had 8 assists last season. He's going to be a key member of keeping that midfield solid, as well as producing for whoever, between Nemecha or Vint, is going to be the main man up front. And that is your rundown on Wolfsburg from the Bundesliga in Germany.